Good afternoon, fellow sojourners and pilgrims. Pastor Jeremy Cook here. And we're continuing on how to fight the enemy, because the enemy is crippling us in the mind because we become overthinkers. And I think that's not by accident. I think that is a weapon that the enemy uses. Because if you remember in Ephesians 6, it says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you may be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil." Overthinking is a scheme. It's a scheme to break us down, to debilitate us, so that we are just beaten. But what the devil doesn't understand is when he brings us low, Jesus will bring us high. Though we be laid down with heavy burdens and laden with heavy boulders or mountains on our shoulders, like we're Atlas, that is when Jesus says, "Come unto me, all ye who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So I'll talk about let's go over, okay, I'm telling you guys, I teach you guys how to anoint yourself. That's a weapon of our warfare. Pray is a weapon of our warfare. Okay? "For the struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, and against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness is in the heavenly places. Therefore take up the full armor of God so that you may be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything to stand, stand firm. Therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace, in addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, and which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and the helmet of salvation, sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray in all times in the Spirit, and with this in view, be on alert with all perseverance and petition for the saints, and pray on my behalf." And he goes on. So just like in Jehoshaphat's day, another weapon of warfare is worship and praise, because it confuses the enemy and they end up slaughtering each other. So that's what we need to do with the devil and his demons. We need to confuse and let them slaughter one another. And then finally, we have to have truth. Jesus says, and God says, "See the salvation of the Lord today." Don't think that the helmet and the shield are not a weapon. Imagine the shield being raised up